I'm just a florist. Got a small shop. Nothing special. Silly way to spend your life, I guess, fussing with a bunch of flowers. Sometimes I wish I was good at something else. I don't know, a doctor or a missionary, someone who really helps people. But I do love flowers. Always had a knack for it. So I do my best to make them beautiful for people. But I know flowers can't change the world. I know I don't make much of a difference. I'm just a florist. I'm just a florist.
Woke up this morning, saw a world full of trouble now. I thought, how do we ever get so far down? And how's it ever gonna turn around? So I turned my eyes to heaven. I thought, God, why don't you do something? Well, I just couldn't bear the thought of people living in poverty, children sold into slavery. The thought disgusted me, so I shook my fist at heaven. I said, God, why don't you do something? He said, I did. Yeah. I created you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Bobby Jackson. I'm pastor of Mission of Hope here in Flint, Michigan. I'm a real-life product of Flint, Michigan. I was born and raised. I left for some years, but I'm back, and I saw a need that needed to be fulfilled. I was on the bus one day when I heard two gentlemen saying, "Where are you going?" He said, "Man, I'm going over on the south side." He said, "Where are you going?" "I don't know. They don't let us hang around there." They had just left one of the regular shelters, overnight shelters here in the city, and it beamed on me that they needed a place to go during the day. And that's what Mission of Hope was derived from. We are here to unconditionally accept, love in non-judgmental ways. We want the other agencies within the city to work with us to help sustain life and make a better life and fuller life for those with the least. And so in doing so, we've had community gardens. We've had so many different entities. We've helped over 8,000 that have come through our door. And we have it documented so that it's not something that I'm just saying. It's very important that we treat one another with the love that we deserve. And they should have a place to go where they're not judged and given the opportunity. Sometimes you just need a place to be. Sometimes you just need a place that you can not hear what you should do or what you didn't do, but a place to be. We need your help right now. We are trying to be self-sustaining, and that's the goal. Our goal is to create the ministry for the homeless, the poor, the mentally different, as well as hard to serve adults, but make it self-sustaining so our ability to help is not just at the whim of what political person is in position to say whether we get a grant or not get a grant. And that way it will be continuous and forever. We want Jesus in the first and the foremost of what we do, because he's the one that makes it work for us. And if it weren't for the love of him, I know I wouldn't, because I am not the reddest apple on the tree. And I know that for me to get the things done that I have, I really can't tell you how I've done them, but they are documented and have been done. And we will continue. Right now we have a transportation program to help stop recidivism by getting prisoners to work and back, not prisoners, but ex-prisoners to work and back. And also, we work with other agencies in the community to provide lunches in home, especially with the coronavirus that has affected us. They're not able to come out. So I was taking people physically to go have lunch at the soup kitchens. Now I'm doing 4 times the amount by being able to just pass out the lunches. So, and also to take them to the resources that are available in the city. You know, they used to give out bus passes, and now they only give out bus passes if they're going to a doctor's office or something. So, to get to the Social Security office, to get to a pantry to get food. You know, they have wellness rides for if they're sick or going to a doctor or something, but there's so many places that need to be gotten to that don't have the money, nor, just like when I take them to Walmart, they might have 3 bags or 3 baskets of food that they buy. Well, they can't take the bus and go do that. So we're providing a sincere need, and I hope that I can help.
If not us, then who? If not me and you, right now. Well, it's time for us to do something. Yeah. If not now, then when will we see an end to all this pain? Oh, it's not enough to do nothing. It's time for us to do something.
Thinking about all the things that we do, what we want to do is try to help make it pay for itself. So what we're doing is, with our transportation program, now to help stop recidivism, the Justice Department said we're the only 3rd agency in the United States filling that niche. So I take them to work for a month free. And after that month, they have to start chipping in, because people, when they're invested, they tend to have more respect for it, what's being done. So many times people say, well, we won't charge them, but at the same time, with the clothing, if they gave me a quarter for a brand new suit, they feel better about it than if I were to have just given it to them. And that way they take better care of it, and they feel better about themselves. And it'll help stop the generational thing of get it free, get it free. They'll see their mother pay for it. It isn't what the amount that they paid, but the fact that they paid for it. So with our furniture component, this is something that we will be able to help people with. If they come in and I have a sofa and I say $25 and they say I only have 15, fine, because they bought it and they needed it. Most of mine are donated to me anyway, so, and the only cost I have involved is going to pick it up and storing it. So I think that in doing so, we'll be able to help the community. And the other part of it is that anyone that brings someone to get something, they get a commission. So it's community involvement, and everybody in the community the money will recirculate throughout. The same way with our transportation program. Instead of subcontracting it out to a agency or transportation system, this is set up through individuals that in the community that sometimes making extra $20 that day can make their whole day, because of the fact that they could take a person to work, pick them up from work, and then they'll have gas to do all the other things they need to do for that day. So I think that community base and community involvement is a very important aspect of what we're doing here.
We are the salt of the earth. We are a city on a hill. We're never gonna change the world by standing still. No, we won't stand still. No.
You know, I talked about the transportation, I talked about the furniture. One of the things I didn't mention is the recycling, and this is something that is so necessary for our planet, for our community, and it's something that has to be done. It isn't a way for us to make any money right now or to help us to keep the mission open, but it helps to teach our children the importance of recycling and all this plastic, and it's unbelievable. We're on the north side of Flint. Supposedly you hear in the paper how terrible it is and all that. All this plastic, and there's not one piece of garbage, no one threw one tire in here. This is a community that is working together, and sometimes it takes adversity, sometimes to show that people can work together. Thank you for taking the time to allow me to introduce myself to you today. I'm so happy to be able to do so because I realize how important social media is. I sincerely need your help right now for a final thrust to make this a self-sustaining entity, a ministry to help people reach Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior.